Welcome back, everybody, to For Goodness Take. Today, we have the NCAA all-time leader in three-pointers made, Fletcher Magee. Fletcher, how are you today?
Good. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. So today, we're just going to talk some basketball and talk some basketball. I said it twice because it's so nice. So, who taught you the way to shoot? Who taught you how to shoot like that? Like, man, lights
Um,
out.
no, I appreciate it. I actually had a coach in between 8th and ninth grade. His name was Bo Buffton. We got in the gym a lot that year, and he kind of changed my form. And then from then, it was just a lot of reps and a lot of workouts, and just kind of developing my own shot and testing things out, and just kind of feeling what feels good and what will work in games and stuff like that. And I just continue to grow it that way.
Okay. So I know a lot of people work on their shot, but their form isn't all there.
Uh,
So with me, I have a basketball right here. So I'm gonna play some pickup once this quarantine thing's over,
uh
and I think I need to be known as the Fletcher Magee of pickup basketball. So can
No,
you
I
give me
like it.
some tips and tricks for my shooting form? I'm a
Yeah,
lefty.
I'll give you a couple quick things to focus on.
Here's a
You're
ready
doing
pick.
a lot with the ball there. The first thing I would tell you is you use a lot of legs, and that I mean having like a quick leg drive. So like driving your legs into the ground fast, that's going to generate a lot of force, and so it's going to help you shoot the ball easier with your wrist and your upper body. That's the first thing I would tell you. And then like just having like a smooth shot, a smooth flow of energy. I think that's another thing. Um, and then like show me your grip. Yeah.
Here's my
Are you lefty or is it just seeing the camera? Yeah.
lefty.
Um, yeah. So I would make sure that you really just keep that hand. Once your hand placement doesn't matter too much on that ball until right when you're about to release it. Just make sure that right hand's off and that your left hand is right behind the ball. If that's the case, I feel like it'll really help you, flick off those last two fingers, your index finger and your middle finger. I think that's a huge key, and I think it'll definitely help you with your shots and your pickup games.
So you have a training page on your Instagram bio, don't you?
Yes, yeah, Magee for three.
So do you want to talk about that for a bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So what it is it's just a training page that I started actually when I was over in Spain. Me and one of my former teammates, Bobby Perez, were on it together. And what it is we just post a lot of drills and a lot of tips on a lot of good things that kids should do to work on their game and get better. A lot of it is stuff that I did, growing up, and a lot of the stuff that so really the goal is just to help kids, with their shots and help them expand, all parts of the game of basketball. So, we actually have a couple camps this summer. We have like a feature where you can send me your shot and I'll get back to you and give you advice on your shot. We have something coming soon where you can just FaceTime me and do like virtual training lessons, stuff like that. So there's a lot of things on it, and I'm really excited about the whole thing, and what's to come in the future.
You heard the man. So if you want to learn how to shoot a lot better, make sure you check out Magee for three. That's MAGEEFOR and then number 3. So you're phenomenal off the ball, which makes you an even more deadly threat on offense. So do you think that you could be a good NFL wide receiver with the way you can run?
That's I don't think that's the exact case, but I did play receiver in high school for football. So I learned how to like run routes and set the defense up and jab your foot hard and cut the other way. So I did kind of learn all that kind of stuff. But I'm not sure I could play receiver in the NFL.
So those dig routes, those curl backs,
Yeah,
all those helped you out?
yeah, all those quick feet and cutting and all that.
Awesome. So speaking about shooting, another really important part of the game is defense. So who's the hardest person you've ever had to guard?
Oof. I would say like just ever had to guard. I think playing pickup in Orlando, like actually in like AAU season 2, like I had to guard like Ben Simmons some in practice.
Cool.
Antonio Blakeney, he played in the NBA for a little bit. Courtney Lee played with him. Each one more. there's a lot of good guys that like you just play with in the summer all the time in Orlando. And, I think some of those guys and guarding some of those kind of guys in open gym settings can be, just as hard as guarding anyone in college.
So when you were matching up with Ben Simmons, were you like, whoa, this guy's got 5 inches on me. What am I going to do? Or did you
Yeah,
take him head on?
He might have more than 5 inches on me, but yeah, we were in high school. We were on the same AAU team. So
Each one teach one elite?
Yeah. So we practiced,
Nice.
with each other some. And yeah, his speed with the ball was just crazy for how solid it was.
So what do you think the main difference between college basketball at Wofford and playing in the league at ACB is?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of differences. I would say the main ones are the physicality. In Spain, the game's a lot more physical. You're allowed to grab and push and hold more. Also, just how quick the game happens, more so on like the mental side and the reading side. Like if you have a split second to make your reads, and if you don't make them at the right time, it's too late, and that read's gone. In college, you have a little bit more time, with your reads. You can kind of get away with not being as smart in college. Overseas, if you're not making like the right play and if you're not super alert, like you're going to get exposed. So those are kind of the main things, that I was adjusting to going over there.
So has that prepared you a lot and made you a better player?
Absolutely. Yeah. I think I've gotten a lot better. We ran a lot of ball screens on our team this year, so I wasn't familiar with that, and I really improved in that area of the game. And I just feel like, I'm a guy that has just learned so much more about the game. I just feel like I'm more well-rounded, because I was over there.
So with all that preparation overseas, are we going to see a potential NBA comeback by you? I know you
Yeah, I
signed a
hope
summer
so.
league contract with the Bucks.
Yeah, I hope so. That's the goal. I'm not sure what's going on with summer league, just because you have the NBA is going. Their new schedule is July 31st through August or October 12th. So I'm not sure if there's going to be summer league this year, but my goal and my plan is to eventually make it back to the NBA. So I'm not sure if that's going to be this year and maybe in a couple of years down the road, but that's still what I'm working towards.
So being from LA, I'd love to see you as a Laker. And I saw in a Bleacher Report article that your favorite player is LeBron James. So not only would that be awesome for all Laker fans to see an above elite shooter on their team, but it'd be great for you to play with LeBron James. So
Yeah, no, that would be really cool. That'd be awesome.
So why is LeBron your favorite player?
Honestly, I don't even really know. I just, when I was young, I just loved LeBron. Like, even when he was playing the Magic in the playoffs and he hit like a game winner, I think in like 07 or something, like 08, something like that. I was just like in awe of his athletic ability and what he could do. And just like, everyone would like the comparisons to like him and Michael. Like, I always just wanted to like say that I saw, the best player ever. And I feel like he's the best player that I've seen play. So I don't know. I just grew up really liking him a lot.
So you said he's the best player I've ever seen play. So does that mean you think he's the best player who has ever played as well?
I don't know. I only judge the people that I really saw. I feel like if you just watch someone from a while ago, you can see like all their highlights and their good games, and their competition, might not be the same. But as far as, guys that I've watched play basketball, since I was like 6, 7 years old, I feel like, he can do the most for you on a team in standpoint of, how he's going to affect the team and really help you win.
So you think the Lakers can take home the chip because they're going to resume the NBA soon, apparently?
No, I think they're definitely one of the favorites. So, we'll see how it goes.
So that concludes the interview portion. The next portion is just a speed round. I'm going to say a name or a phrase, and you're going to say the first word, phrase, sentence, whatever that comes to your mind first.
Okay, sounds good.
So JJ Redick.
JJ Redick, yeah, he's someone that I watched growing up, played in Orlando. I'm from Orlando, so really watched him and studied his game. I've actually got the chance to text him a little bit and try to, pick his brain a little bit. So that was something that I really loved getting to do. And, he's definitely someone that I model my game after and try to take a lot of things from his game that I'm to mine.
Okay. Magee for 3.
McGee for three. I just remember the college announcer saying that like at our home gym at Wofford. And then I don't know, it just kind of sticks. I guess it just has like a good catch and rhyme to it. So that's what I named, my training page. So maybe get some shirts out there with McGee for three on them or something like that.
I know I saw and heard a lot of that during the Seton Hall game because I was fiercely yelling at my TV as I picked Seton Hall to win that game. That was a rough game for me to watch, but a great game for you and the whole college of Wofford. So Wofford men's basketball.
Just a great 4 years. A culture, winning culture, great players, great coaching staff, just people that are about the right things and is in our family. Something that I wouldn't trade anything. Being a part of Wofford men's basketball for 4 years. Just all the memories that we have, finally going to the NCAA tournament, winning a game in the NCAA tournament, just building lifelong friendships with a lot of guys on that team, something that I wouldn't trade for anything.
Do you think Wofford's a really underrated program in the scheme of D1 basketball?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think we went to like 4 tournaments in 8 years or something like that. They've been to the NCAA tournament a lot. They, just a winning culture and a winning program over there. And I think that they're definitely underrated, in the grand scheme of college basketball.
So as a 5-star, let's say I was a 5-star recruit, how would you recruit me to Wofford if I held offers like Kentucky, Duke, UCLA?
That would still be tough to pull a 5-star that had all those offers over Wofford. But I would say, like, look, you have a great arena, a brand new arena. The gym's going to be sold out. You have, right here, I like your background. You have, Coach McCauley, great coaching staff there that are really going to push you and make you strive to get better. So I feel like, if you're, a top level recruit and you want to go somewhere where, you can really excel and, be the guy, I think it could definitely be, a spot, and maybe they can continue to get more and more good players and really elevate the program even more.
Awesome. So moving on to the next word in the speed round, swish.
Swish. I don't know. That's just one of the best sounds there is, when you shoot that perfect shot and it just goes right through the rim. That net popping is just something every basketball player loves.
Do you prefer the chain net or the regular net?
Oh, the chain net sounds awesome.
Chain nets are awesome.
Chain nets in the park are the best, yeah. But that swish inside the gym is still great too. So
going back to that 5-star recruit, if you could convince Wofford to make it chain nets, would you use that in your pitch to get me?
Yeah, I think for a lot of the playground ballers out there, I think that they would really love that, to see a college adapt that. So yeah, I think I could definitely use that to get some recruits in. Okay.
So the next word and final word is Florida TNT.
And so we actually had a little bit of a practice with some of the guys and got some shots up and played some 3-on-3. So I'm really excited about it. I feel like we have a lot of good players and, some good guys running the team. So I'm really excited, to see where it goes, and it's going to be a great tournament. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm excited to see you on the court again.
Oh, appreciate it.
Of course. So that concludes this episode of For Goodness Take. Fletcher, thank you so much for being on this, and best of luck to you, your basketball career, and I will see you in the NBA soon.
All right. No, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on, man.
Of course.